Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, here in the Crystal Tower, where we want to continue our main quest. Where apparently Ardbert or not Ardbert has come to, well, encourage people to become warriors of light or something? We don't know yet. Asleep disturbed. You did well to dispel the falsehood surrounding the Warriors of Light and their actions proved prior to the flood. But I must say the reappearance of Ardbert, or rather one who appropriated his identity, was a rather curious development. He's an impostor, of that there is no doubt, but to the masses he will appear as a hero returned from the grave. After the Warriors of Light were laid to rest in Yulmore, the people prayed fervently for the gods to deliver them from their plight, prayed that these fallen heroes be born again for their sacrifices. What bitter irony. I for one would like to know why Ardbert urged the people to become Warriors of Light themselves. Ere we take action, we must needs ascertain his intent. Let us pray that Master Alfin returneth soon with that most essential knowledge. For now, I think it best to apprise Thancred and Reen of our efforts. When we do confront Ardbert, we shall no doubt have need of their strength. Agreed. I think it prudent we all take measure to prepare for what's to come. Beckluck and I will continue our research into how we might improve the spirit vessel, that it might one day carry you home. Then I think it is time I return to the Greatwood. Until now, everything we've learned of the Ascians has been handed to us at their leisure, but that was one of Emetzel's unique failings. I have no reason to think Elidibus will be as forthcoming. Fortunately, I recently received word from Fano that heretofore unexplored chambers have been discovered deep within the Qitana Revel. Almet believes the relics within tell of a great calamity that befell an ancient civilization. That of the Ascians, perhaps. They may lead us to the truth we seek. You mean the ruins of a great serpent? A great serpent. I see you've been studying your Ronkan history, but no. I've heard nothing relating to the wood's protector. Still, should it prove relevant to what lies within, your expertise would prove invaluable. When you are ready, make for Fano. Almet and her sisters will be expecting us. Then let us be about our tasks. Pray, give my regards to the V's. Though I would like to join you in untangling the Ascians' machinations, I think it best I stay here and devote my energies to finding a way to deliver these scions back onto the source. I will help the Exarch in any way I can, but the key to solving our problem lies with him and the Allagan Eye. And Fano. Welcome, allies of Ronka. We've accomplished much since last you came. With the Light Warden dead and its minions dispersed, we have at last reclaimed our hunting grounds near Raktika Falls. It is there that we discovered more ruins. Although we ran afoul of no traps while exploring its halls, we determined that the innermost chambers were warded by magic. We all were in agreement. Before any investigation could proceed, you should be summoned. We are grateful for what you did. From what you've told me, I strongly suspect that the wisdom my comrades and I seek can be found within. This wisdom could prove invaluable, for we may soon face a foe whose greatest asset is our ignorance. I see. Then it's good that you've come. For Ronka was once home of the greatest of weapons, knowledge and understanding. And it is our duty to ensure you and yours do not want for either. That said, we must proceed with caution. To have reached the innermost chamber unmolested suggests a more formidable deterrent yet lies within. Come now, surely any threat sleeping within the ruins pale in comparison to those we have faced thus far. This is not a game system. You should not be so eager to run headlong into danger. And who was pining for the return of our allies, that we might venture into the ruins, clutching her staff at night, wishing it well? You promised not to tell. Then I suggest we be going. Get back here! Remind me exactly how old are you and your sisters? On second thought, perhaps it's better I do not know. Pray forgive their overzealous nature. None save we three have been privileged to escort you and yours into the ruins and bear witness to its secrets. Their hearts now burn with a curiosity, but is not easily satiated. Please, you needn't apologize. As a seeker of knowledge myself, I understand full well their enthusiasm. And if not for your sedulous efforts to protect the ruins, we would not be afforded this opportunity. Speaking of which, I believe we have kept you away from the ruins long enough. Come, let us make for the Qitana Revel. Just as eager to go as the others, just better at hiding it. Oh, for instance. Even MSQ was taken aback to find a mural illustrating the final days in these ruins. What other surprises do you suppose yet lie within? I feel oddly ill-equipped to venture inside. With you here, I'm sure things will work out. Ready when you are. It is most strange for these halls to be left unguarded. Have care when breaking the seal on the chamber door. Danger surely awaits us on the other side. Enough time. All right.
Come. Our new discoveries are to be found this way.
The people of Ronka are known to have venerated animals, but these features do not match those of any indigenous species. This is no common beast.
It kind of looks like a sin eater, doesn't it?
Though that much is plain from its proportions.
Lifelike, is it not? One could almost imagine it breathed. Why you... Ugh.
This owl, by contrast, seems no different from the others we've seen.
The sealed door lies ahead. As you see, one statue is missing. I expect we are meant to replace it as before.
Too simple. There will be some additional defense mechanism. Just a moment. There are words carved into the stone. He who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber shall instead waken the beast and know his folly. Wait! Don't!
What? But I only... What is happening?
Lifelike, right?
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, it lives!
Why am I not surprised? Prepare yourselves.
Hello, you. Cards.
You trespass, mortal, upon sacred ground. In retribution 4 souls have I bound. Yet to heroes proven learned and wise, that comrade's soul shall be their prize. If you would see theirs set free, answer me these riddles free. Deft of paw with kin do I vie, those sought apart, betterment of the whole do our efforts decry.
I suspect it's for Carl.
Alas, for the Oppo, keen and shrewd, its spirit exalts ingenuity, a virtue by which Ronkans did prosperity pursue.
Okay.
With fearsome fang I travel with pack, together we find harmony, and thus for peace our land does not lack.
The wolf.
Indeed, 'twas the spirit of a wolf that doctrines praised, that we would know peace and harmony in the end of their days. The witless answer you did discern, thus to you a soul return. On my belly do I crawl, by my strength does prosperity reign within our hall. What am I?
The snake?
Indeed, the dread serpent turned protector, lured to slumber ere it tear the world asunder. The riddles answer you did discern, and thus to you a soul returns. Desire you that which I yet claim? Then you shall play another game. A test of mind and memory. Choose wisely and you all may yet go free. With twixt talisman, hide friend or foe. Choose your companions well, or sorrow know.
I have no idea. Let's see. Nope. So this is none of those. Turns Gestoller. It's an enemy.
No mercy!
Your comrades are assembled together at last. Yet still there remains one trial you must pass. If you would glean the knowledge enshrined in this earth, I would first take the measure of your worth. One worthy of she who will Ronka's extolled must be strong of mind, body, and soul.
Finally. This is what I expect to find here in the returns. Be careful, sister. Hold nothing back. Failure of this test does not appear to be an option. Its sight is set on Gestoller. Hurry, we must protect her. You son of a... Ooh.
Victory of that sacrifice.
Here I come!
But which of you would pay the price? Impressive.
This is going to leave a mark!
You may think you have won, but we have only just begun.
gather around me. Reinforcements, even to me. Show them your all.
Well fought, hero. The trial is complete. The way is open, thus proceed.
Twould seem the magics have returned us. How polite. Now, what have we learned?
Ah, we were bound to run into a living statue eventually. And now we can open the door.
He who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber. A tomb, just as I thought. Befitting a hero.
She is Vis. Could it be the Archmage Qitana? A legendary hero of Ronka, as you surmised. The tales tell of how she smote entire armies with a single incantation. So potent was her spellcraft, though she ever fought in the name of peace.
I thought them no more than tales. To think she really existed.
Well, I for one always believed.
I wonder. By the light of fallen stars, great power awakens.
Qitana was not only a master of spellcraft. It is said she could see truths long lost and hear the voices of men's hearts.
The echo.
Naught less than the echo. In which case, none of this is mere coincidence. A shower of stars setting the sky aflame. And in both this world and the Source, we find individuals within whom a mysterious power awakened at the sight. We can never unpick the why of it. Now, however, I believe we might. Does the scene depicted here not resemble the one we saw when we first ventured into the Qitana Revel? Moreover, Does it not recall that which MSQ invited us to witness in Amarot? The final days. If, as the XIV's research suggests, soul and mind share a fragile yet profound bond, might it not be possible for an event to leave such a deep imprint upon the soul that it could be perceived eons later, given a suitable trigger? The echo defies explanation by conventional etherological theory, or shall we say modern etherological theory. But if it is a power that once belonged to the ancients, to souls yet undivided, it would seem I have entered the realm of pure speculation, and I call myself a scholar. I shall refrain from making any further wild claims until such time as I have evidence. Still, I cannot choose but be reminded of our experience in Amarot.
Then you must recall MSQ's dying request.
Remember us.
History is learned, not lived. We have always protected the tales of Ronka, just as we have protected this place. But we are mindful of what our mothers taught us. We see the past through our own eyes, and speak of it with our own words. Thus do we come to understand it in our own way. But this is not the same as remembering.
Your mothers were wise. Though we witnessed the final days, our impressions could not fail to be colored by our own experiences and expectations. Those who lived through it would have perceived the event quite differently. We must bear in mind that it is no simple matter to keep the truth alive, or it will die with MSQ and his kin. But we have disturbed Qitana long enough. Fana will serve similarly well as a venue for our contemplations.
By your pensive expression, I take it the tomb has given you much to think about. That is well. In time, the knowledge you have gleaned will lead to understanding, and thus arm you for what's to come. Before you leave, however, I would speak again of the teachings of our forebears, of histories learned, not lived. The legend of Qitana and her exploits has been told countless times over the centuries, yet as it has handed from one generation to the next, the story changes. With each telling of a tale, there are new flourishes, details changed or lost. We can never truly know how she lived, for we were not there to see it. But we are here now to bear witness to your life. We have seen the change you have wrought, the echoes that will endure long after you are gone. And though it too will change in time, I swear to you, we shall do our best to preserve your history. I hope you'll forgive me if I don't make an oath of my own, but I think it goes without saying, we could never misspeak of your heroism. Perish with thought. So long as we're here, there is none among the beasts who will not know of all you've done for Norvrend. We are not deserving of such reverence, but we are grateful all the same. You can be certain we will have our own tales to tell of the great guardians of Raktika and the ruins of Ronka. I pray you safe travels then. As ever, we shall await your return with open arms. Perhaps you should create a new mural in your honor, and as a record for future generations. What do you think? Okay, but I think this is a good place to end this episode. And yeah, until next time when we play more Final Fantasy XIV, I'm Mace and don't get lost.